Okay, I hate to say it, but it's that time of year again. It's time for the annual planting of the crops. Okay, so what is the annual planting of the crops? 20 plus years ago, Waterfall Paul and I were working for a pond customer who grew his own wine. And he brought in a bottle or two for us to have it. We potted up, that night we went back to the greenhouses and potted up the first crop of, I think it was water plants at the time. And that was it. That was kind of setting it. 20 years, actually almost 24 years later, and I don't get to play with the plants anymore. And so we break it up into pieces, and what I do is now it's my new tradition. Every year, I crack open a bottle of wine and pot up the first crop of hanging baskets annuals and get the first crop out of the way. The next day, Karen and the ladies in the greenhouse go back and fix my mess. So I have to admit, I do cheat a little now. This greenhouse, as you can see behind me, is empty. It's all prepped and ready to go. Heat's working, water's on, but I don't have the time to fill all the pots myself. So I pulled in reinforcements. Landscapers are here today, kind of shaking off the winter bugs, getting their back moving, and starting to fill pots. By the end of the day, this greenhouse will be full of pots from hanging baskets to 4-inch material, and they're just gonna get it all prepped for me. Now I'll give you a little sneak peek of behind the scenes. Some plants come in and they're actually completely bare root. So the plants are just coming in. This is how most of our perennials come in. They just come in, and this is what we refer to as bare root. So this is gonna get all potted up, planted up, put into the unheated cold frames. These crops here, the plugs come in and they're much smaller. So this is all some of our cold crops, little baby plugs, and these will go into the little 4-inch 4-packs and 4-inch, and this will be the first round of our spring vegetables. What I start with are these are all our geraniums. Right here there's some million bells. So these first crops are going to be our hanging baskets and all our geranium crops, and most of the plants come in with plugs like this. Already started rooting, already flushing out. They're just little baby plants. I'm gonna take these, plant them up in the appropriate size pots, and they'll get broken up between 8-inch pots, 6-inch pots, 4-inch pots, and even hanging baskets. And within a week's time, we're gonna go from an empty drab greenhouse to a completely full greenhouse.